YouTube is such a polarizing platform. So many people want to start YouTube channels these days, and I get asked daily, how do I get started? What tips and tricks can I give them? And also, how do I start from zero and low on cash flow? Since I'm blessed to do this for a living, I want to share with you what I've learned over time and also give you some tips and tricks on how to get started with the help of today's sponsor, Volution. It's the easiest way to turn your idea into an online storefront that's easy to build with beautiful templates. Link below to find out how you can get started for free. The first thing that I want to say before anything else is that if you're starting a YouTube channel just to make money, then don't do it. Money will be an equation down the road, but we can worry about that later. You need to be passionate about the videos that you're going to be sharing with the world. I remember working a late night job, coming home at 3 a.m. in the morning and just editing videos and losing sleep because I couldn't wait to share with the world my love for tech. So passion first, money later. The next best tip is just get started. Don't be afraid to start the channel. Just start making videos. Your first videos will not be your best. You'll have fun looking at them later, but I would pick something focused because you're gonna want something that people are subscribed to. I chose tech because that's what I was passionate about. So take that love and focus and passion into something that you're gonna bring value to in that space. Creating a niche focus is probably the best way for you to get discovered. Get to know your community, go into the comment section of the videos, go on social media and engage and show that support. That goes a long way, and we'll get more into that later in the video. Another huge misconception is that you need to go out and spend a bunch of money on fancy gear to get started. That is not true. Now, you might be looking up to your favorite creators. They all have these fancy rigs, but remember, it took them time to get there. And I'm betting anything that the majority of you probably have a mobile phone in your pocket, and you won't believe how powerful these things actually are. So this is what I'm going to focus on. Just start with your smartphone. Get yourself something to hold the smartphone like this clip here. They are cheap, and I will leave a few that I suggest in the description. And also, you're probably gonna need a tripod of some sort. There are cheap ones that are static, and you can start with that for now, but later you'll probably need something with a fluid head and that can pan and tilt smoothly for more dynamic shots. But if you plan to do more static shots or planning to just sit in front of the camera, there's no reason to buy anything expensive. Something like this mini tripod here will work from Monfrado. You can just put this on a surface and you can start talking and start making videos. Or if you want to vlog and share your daily life, this helps a lot because you can actually get in position and it'll help stabilize it a little bit. No matter how expensive your phone is, it has the ability to record some type of video, and especially if you have something like a modern iPhone or a Samsung phone, the video capabilities are really good with up to 4K 60 frames per second video. And I have a lot of personal experience with this because in the first years of my YouTube channel, I shot exclusively with a mobile phone. And while it does have some challenges, you can make the footage look really good. So I'm gonna give you a few tips and tricks. Shoot where there is a lot of light and start with nature because it's bright, it's free, and it looks great. I suggest you shoot at sunrise or dusk for the best lighting results outdoors because exposure could be an issue in really bright conditions. But if you're shooting inside, use natural lighting to your advantage. So don't shoot against the window because that can look really bad behind you and blown out, but shoot in front of the window where the light is hitting you. It looks so much better. Shooting at night is probably the biggest problem when shooting with smartphones because the sensors are small and low light can be a struggle. So use lamps with some type of diffusion or a lampshade on them so you don't get that harsh lighting right on you. I like smart bulbs because you can change the brightness and also change colors to make product shots look cool. And I like these lamps here from IKEA. I've used them before. They have great diffusion, so you can pick one of these up, or you can just move a few things around in your home to see what looks best. If you need more light, you can start with some cheap soft boxes. I'm actually still using one right now, along with a couple other lights. They're about 30 bucks a piece, and I think you can get a pack of 3 of them for less than $100, so you can start there. Also remember to lock your exposure and focus on the subject that you are shooting because autofocus is not the most reliable on a smartphone, so you can get that pulsating focus hunt that can ruin your footage and crazy exposure changes that can ruin a shot really fast. Of course, if you have some money, you can step up to a mirrorless or DSLR camera, or you can take your phone to the next level because there are accessories like add-on lenses, like these Moment ones. Since the phones are usually fixed to one focal length, these can give you a wide angle, macro, and other abilities. There are gimbals too to smoothen out your video, so there's a lot to choose from, but these can get expensive. So what I would suggest is first get some type of audio solution. Audio is so underrated. If the audio's bad, it can ruin the entire video. So what I would recommend is the Rode Video Micro. This can go directly into the headphone jack on your phone, or if you use an iPhone, they make a version with a lightning port. So once you have the basics down and you want more professional control, there are apps like Filmic Pro and Mavis that will give you DSLR-like controls. They will cost you, but they will give you control over ISO and shutter speed, shoot in the highest quality possible, give you control over frame rates and tools that'll help you expose properly, get that focus to be perfect. All that stuff is here, so once you get to this level and you want to continue to use your smartphone, I highly suggest this. So what about those fancy shots, Danny? I need those slider shots, I need those moving shots, and I'm on a budget. Well, if you can afford it, then I would buy a fluid head tripod head because that will give you some pan and tilt control with smooth motion. So that will help you with product shots. Now, if you're not doing product shots, then I wouldn't worry too much about it. And there's another hack that's really easy on the wallet. So here's a cool tip. If you're on carpet or have smooth, hard surface flooring, you can get some cheap furniture pads, and you can get ones that stick onto the bottom of the tripod legs, or you can actually get these discs that you would move furniture with, like couches. Place them underneath your tripod feet, and this will give you smooth motion underneath your tripod. So basically those slider shots that you're seeing can easily be done just by taking a shoestring or rubber band, or if you just have smooth hands, pull back or move your tripod and you can get these shots. Now it's gonna take some patience, but this can produce some really cool shots. So now that you have all this footage, you're gonna need to edit it in some way. So if you own a Mac, I would definitely use iMovie because it is way more powerful than you think and it's free. And I personally used iMovie for about 3 years before moving to Final Cut Pro, which I'm using now, but that is not budget. And if you own a PC, then you can start with Windows Movie Maker. That's not the most comprehensive and it's free, but I would suggest that you step up to something that is paid like Power Director, which is under $100, or Premiere Elements, which is also under $100, or look into your smartphone with built-in editing apps. Adobe Rush is also looking pretty cool as well. So definitely check into those things, or you can move to a Premiere subscription. I think it's about $20 from Adobe, but it does depend on what kind of computer you have. It can tax your computer pretty hard. So definitely look into those. And if you want me to do a more comprehensive video on all the editing software for beginners, I will definitely do that. Let me know in the comments below. So let's talk about what a lot of you are wondering is, how do you make money on YouTube? Once everything is running smoothly, you're getting subscribers, you're getting followers on Instagram, on Twitter, then what you can do is you can sell merchandise. And if you look at a lot of your favorite creators, they're already selling merch. So with the help of today's sponsored Volution, you can make this a really easy process. Volution is an all-in-one e-commerce website builder that is super easy to use, and you do not have to be a pro to sell things online. This is perfect for even an experienced seller or someone like me that has never built a storefront before. They provide all the tools so you don't need to hassle with SEO or digging for Google Analytics. It's all built in, and no matter what you want to sell, you can find a beautiful template and build a successful online store. It's fully customizable, a really great interface that isn't confusing or intimidating, and what I love is that if you need any help at any time, Volution is the only e-commerce partner with a US-based customer service center to help you 24/7, and they are there to empower small to medium-sized businesses and keep them running smoothly by providing intuitive tools and what they need to become successful. Build that online store that you always wanted with my special promo code down in the description. This will give you an extended 30-day free trial. There's no reason to wait. Get started today. Another way that you're gonna make some income through YouTube is through Google AdSense. So you know those ads that you usually skip right before a video if you don't have a YouTube Red subscription? Yeah, those. You're gonna get a very small piece of that with your cumulative views at the end of the month, but YouTube did set some new restrictions, and as of the time of this video, you do have to have a certain amount of watch minutes before you can monetize the channel. For those of you that are starting out, this is not gonna be a lot of income because it all depends on the views, so it's gonna take a lot of views to make a significant amount of money from this, but think about it this way, once that money starts coming in, I personally used to use it to offset the channel expenses. So when I would buy phones, I would use that AdSense money to help offset the cost of this materials that I was putting into the channel. So it can be a great supplemental income. I want to encourage all new creators out there, don't stop, keep going, don't quit if your channel doesn't do well right away. Because some people, their success is instant, they're gonna blow up right away. And some people just need some time, some discovery, some curation to make that growth happen. So just be confident in the videos that you're making and make sure that passion shows, and also make sure that you're bringing value to the space that you're in. So are you getting creative, or are you thinking outside the box? I mean, you don't have to be wildly different, but just make sure that you're bringing some type of value to the community that you're in. And most importantly, have fun while you're doing it, because that's what this is supposed to be about. This is about content creation. This is about expressing yourself and to be unique in the space, because that's one thing that other people can't do is replicate you. There's only one of you, and that's it. So that's unique to the space. So I need to take my own advice sometimes, but yeah, there's only one you. Keep it that way. I touched on engagement with the community earlier in the video, and I want to end it with this, that if you're starting out, engagement is not going on your favorite creator's YouTube channel and going there and saying, hey, check out my videos, because it kind of comes off spammy. And that's the same thing with social media as well. Don't go on there and hit them with 10 links for your latest video. What I suggest you do is that you actually engage with that creator. So if you're going on a video and you make a comment of something that's gonna bring value to that video. So if you saw something maybe that creator missed, or you have a similar situation that you went through, or that you have a tip and a trick for maybe the rest of the community that may be engaging with that creator, then do that. Bring value to your engagement as well. Treat your engagement just like you would do with your videos. Trust me, that goes a long way. And I know personally that sometimes if somebody makes a great comment on my Twitter or Instagram or even on YouTube, I will be more inclined to check out that channel. And I have done that before and discovered people through awesome comments and awesome engagement. So think about that before you make a comment. Also, be positive and uplifting and encourage other creators. Share people's work. If you admire them, let them know, give them encouragement, because you never know what they're going through that day. You might have a day changed by somebody telling you, hey, you did a great job in that last video, or I really love your style, you're doing great. Some people just need that uplifting. So make that a habit every single day to go on somebody else's channel and tell them what a great job that they're doing, because it could definitely change their day. There is so much more to talk about, but I wanted to make this video because I think it would help a lot of people that are starting out. So if you want to see a more advanced version of this, or if there's some things that I missed on here that you're curious about, let me know in the comments below and I will make a follow-up to this video. If you take away anything from this, just get started now. Don't hesitate, start creating content right away. Don't be afraid. And also don't spend a bunch of money. It's not worth doing so. You can use your smartphone like I showed you, and you can gradually build yourself up to that level. And another tip is keeping up with the Joneses on YouTube is gonna be extremely tough. You're gonna see a lot of other creators spending a bunch of money, having a bunch of different things. And if you try to keep up with that club, it can really hurt you in the beginning. Trust me, I know from personal experience, you're buying a lot of gear, you're buying a lot of stuff that you actually don't need. So you really need to have a level head when you're starting, because that can get you into a lot of trouble. It's okay to engage in the community, just make sure you're bringing value to it. It's okay to uplift other people and to help others as well. And it's okay also to be influenced by other people, because it's natural as human beings to be influenced by your favorite creators, but make sure that you try to do something unique and put your own spin to it. But remember, there's only one you, and make sure that comes across. Be unique, don't be afraid to be different, and most importantly, have fun. Thank you for watching this. If this helped you in any way, then make sure you give this a thumbs up, share it with the people that might need to see this. Make sure you subscribe for a lot more content like this, and I will see everyone in the next one.